Hey everybody, I just saw Avengers and here's my review. Stay tuned, you're gonna like it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaz Man Show. My name is Chaz Riddle and this is the review for the Avengers Endgame. I just got out of the movie no more than 30 minutes ago, and I gotta tell you, just from the very get-go, couple of thumbs up. This is the movie that you want to see. There are so many boxes that were checked in this movie, so many great things that happen. I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but I'm just going to tell you what I felt in the audience. People to the left of me, people to the right of me, people behind me, they were crying, they were laughing, they were standing and cheering, and they were gasping. I mean, it was just a total emotional roller coaster. From the very first couple of things that happened, it just snowballs. The momentum can't go on like this. It has to slow down. It doesn't. I heard one reviewer say that the first two acts were kind of slow. Well, I'm just gonna say that that guy is full of shit, okay? The first two acts are needed to set up everything, and it travels along so quickly. This movie is 3 hours and 2 minutes. Okay, that was the fastest 3 hours and 2 minutes I've ever spent in my life. Now, I know all the characters from the movies, which is the great thing, but I also know some backstory from the comics, which is another great thing. So I kind of mixed the two together. I can make my own narrative in my mind before I went to see the movie, and everything that I thought could possibly happen, but I went, it's not gonna happen. Well, it all happened. Everything that I thought was going to happen, but what I would never see in a million years, it happened. Sometimes you go into a movie with high expectations and you're let down. Sometimes you go into a movie and you have no expectations and you walk out and you're just beaming because you loved it so much and you want to go back and see it again. Which, by the way, it's right now, it's a little after, it's about 11 o'clock as I finish this. In just 11 hours, I'll be back in the movie theater watching this movie again. Sometimes the crowd participation is so overwhelming, you miss dialogue, you miss certain key elements. And I think I may have missed a couple things just by, people, because I was distracted somewhat by people's reactions to things. That's how intense it was for some people, myself included. I mean, I'm very lucky. I got to see this unencumbered, or somebody that was going to be asking me questions or pass the popcorn or soda, so I could actually just focus on the movie. But that's me. Now, the best part about this movie is I can go back and I can go with friends and I can watch their reactions. That's the great thing about this, and then we can talk about it afterwards. So that's the thing that I'm looking forward to. This movie is so rewatchable. As far as how I would rate the movies, this is definitely, this is my favorite by far of all the Avengers movies. I love the first Avengers movie. I thought the Age of Ultron was great. Infinity War was very fulfilling for me because I watched the characters and their arcs and so forth, and you kind of knew where you thought you were going to go with all this, and then every frame is just fantastic. But when it comes down to sheer just adrenaline rush and payoffs, and again, checking those boxes, this movie does everything you want. And unfortunately, now this is not a spoiler, there are some things that happen that you don't want to happen, and they do. Okay? And if you are aware of all the little sub-stories throughout the Marvel Universe from the time that Tony Stark is shown traveling in the Humvee in Afghanistan, I guess is where he is, in the first Iron Man movie. If you have a frame of reference from that beginning to throughout the movies, Guardians of the Galaxy, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, all the Thors, all the Captain Americas, so on and so forth. If you are if you're up to speed on all those movies and all their subplots, you will find that every thing that they touched on in those other movies gets paid off in this movie. Okay, that's about as much as I can do for this review. All I can say is I encourage you to go. I encourage you to enjoy the communal experience that you get from watching a movie with a bunch of people who are also enveloped and engulfed by the emotions and the things that happen to them, the journey throughout this movie. This is not one of those movies you're going to forget about quickly. In fact, while I've only been out of the movie theater for about, 30 minutes or so, I'm replaying it in my head. So many scenes, so many sequences. It makes me reference all the movies I saw up to this, and all the stories and everything, and all everything that's combined. I don't want to drop the ball here and spoil anything for you. All I can say is go see this movie. Go with your friends, go with your family. If they don't know anything about the Marvel Universe, it doesn't matter. Each character pretty much has enough of a story within the movie that you'll know what's going on. And so the writers of this were just excellent. They included everybody. There is something for everybody in this movie. So without further ado, guys, it's getting late and I want to end this video and I want to get everything posted and everything. I'm going to go see the movie again tomorrow morning. So there'll be another video after this in the very, very near future, and it'll be a spoiler review. So until that time, guys, have a great night. I'm going to sleep tight. And again, tomorrow, or maybe when you're watching this video, remember April 26th. That's my mom's birthday. She's turning 39. Wish her happy birthday for me, will ya? Have a good night. Bye-bye.